What's up, Tier 5 partners? It's me, John, again. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. In this video, I kind of want to go over how to sell your agency accounts. But I want to give you a disclaimer and let you know I'm not a marketer. I'm a software engineer. Yeah, I've still been able to sell a lot of our software accounts in several different ways. So I'm going to go over those different ways that you can sell your agency accounts in this video. And then in a later video, I think the next video, go over how to actually manage those user accounts once you sell them through automations or manually. And then after that, we'll go over a video on how to actually set up the share funnels that we give you and get all those funnels implemented so that you can actually start selling things. So how can you sell your agency accounts? There's lots of different ways that you can sell the Tier 5 agency accounts that you get. I think that the biggest success that I've had in selling the software accounts are literally from my Facebook profile. So I make posts about each software, what they do, how they could actually help business owners, and then basically leave a link to the software. So I do that once or twice a day. A lot of people, they don't want to post on their personal Facebook profile because they're scared that their family and their friends are, going to get mad about them posting about the same stuff all the time. And if that's the case with you, well, you're going to have one or two options, maybe three options, let's say. Option number one is you don't ever post on your Facebook page and you don't ever make any sales. That's an option. Another option is you create another Facebook profile strictly for business, and you use that Facebook profile just to make your posts. But if you go that route, a couple of issues if you go that route. One, Facebook can then delete both of your accounts and shut both your accounts down. And obviously that new account that you're building, it's going to take you some time to actually build up your friends list and build credibility. Your third option is to go all in your own personal Facebook profile and just use that for business. Any of your friends and family, they're going to understand what you're doing, so they're probably not going to get mad. And if they do get mad and unfriend you, well, and that happens from time to time, but they probably weren't going to buy your stuff anyways, okay? But that is just one of the options that you have. Like I said, it's probably been the most successful option for me that has resulted in the most sales of our software for me, okay? So I think one of the most successful ways that I've sold our software is just by posting live on my Facebook profile. I make posts, just complete text posts. I go live and actually do demos of the software, show how to use the software and talk about the software in the demo and leave a link. And then sometimes they even find content from other famous marketers and other influencers out there that are talking about something that directly relates to one of our softwares. And then I share that content or edit that content and then give a link to the software. So one of the ways that you can sell our software is just by going live on your own Facebook profile or just making posts on your own Facebook profile. So another way that you can sell Tier 5 software is from YouTube videos. So I've had success with that, making different videos, again, kind of like I do on Facebook, talking about the software, demoing the software, and then posting those on YouTube, obviously with a link to purchase the software, all right? I also do comparison videos where I'll compare our software to another software, and I'll use that software's name as a keyword in my title and my description. So like Use Proof or Morvago, both of those are softwares that are competitors to Sticky Reviews, and I'll make a video like, Use Proof versus Sticky Reviews or Morvago versus Sticky Reviews, which one's better? And then I'll just put those keywords in a couple times. So if anybody's searching for Morvago or anybody's searching for Use Proof or other similar softwares, they're also going to find my video. And in my video, I just basically go in and make a comparison of the two softwares, how they work, what features each one has, and what the price difference is. And then obviously, I leave a link where you can purchase the software. So that's another option that you have. Another option that you have is from solo ads. So if you don't know what solo ads are basically you pay per click. So you find a solo vendor. I usually Marcus Steven, Catlin Bettridge, Kevin Likas is who I usually use, but you can also find on Udemy, and you can Google solo ads and find a bunch of solo ad providers. And essentially, You give them a link and they send traffic to your link. Now, when you're using solo ads, the main thing that you're trying to accomplish is not get sales. The main thing that you're trying to accomplish is obviously build your list. So the main thing that you're trying to accomplish from a solo ad is get people to give you their email address and opt in, so that now you can market to those people later on down the future. Even if they don't buy from you today, you can get them added to your email list and they can go in and actually buy your stuff. All right. So another way that you can sell Tier 5 software is Google Ads. So you can figure out each software, what problems it's actually solving, and then you can, run Google Ads for people who are actually searching for that term, and then you can display your ad, and then they can go see your thing, and then they can essentially buy your stuff. Again, with that approach, the main thing that you're trying to do is get opt-ins and build your email list, and then market back to them. Okay. So another way you can do it is LTD groups. So there's all sorts of lifetime deal groups on Facebook. You can just search LTD groups or lifetime deal, software lifetime deal groups. You can get in those groups, and then you can offer lifetime deals on the software. I personally don't like this method myself because it's a one-time fee that these people pay. It's not a monthly residual fee that they want to pay. They just want to pay a one-time fee, but you can make lots of money from it. I've done it several times. I've went into an LTD group and I've created a sending invoices with Invoicing You, and I've started something out at, let's say, $10, and I'll give you all our software for $10, and every person that purchases is, the price goes up $1. And I've sold like 160 accounts in one single day. So by the end of the time it's done, the people are actually literally just paying, let's say, $170. But I've got, one person that paid 170, one person that paid 169, one person that paid 168, all the way down to my first person paid 10. Obviously, my first person paid 10, second 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and you can see how that actually adds up to about $4,000 or $5,000 there in one day by selling in those lifetime deal groups. So you can go into those groups, and the first thing that you want to do is getting those groups and begin to actually network and be inside that group. Obviously, you don't want to go in that group, join that group, and then the very first thing start posting. I mean, you can do that, but that's not the best way to do it. So, like I said, I personally don't like this method because it's a lifetime deal. It's just a one-time fee. They're not paying every single month. But you can do that if you want. And another way, I think the biggest way that I've had success with, well, before we get in there, let's talk about Facebook ads. So another option you have obviously is Facebook ads. And those are pretty straightforward. You target people that are the good, perfect avatar for each software. You write some good ad copy, you drive them to a landing page, or you even use a Facebook lead ad. You collect their information so that you can get them on your mailing list, and then you direct them after they opt in, you direct them to the sales page, and they can look everything over and they can purchase, okay? So I have had success with Facebook ads. Not a lot of success, if we're being honest. I haven't been super successful at it, but I think that's because, I'm not a marketer, and I'm not really good at marketing. So then your other option, I think the thing that I've had the most success with, I think the very most successful thing that I've done is email marketing. Because from all these I've tried every one of these other things, from my first personal Facebook profile, from YouTube videos, from solo ads, from Google ads, from LTD groups, from Facebook ads, and all of these different venues. What I've done is I've directed people to an opt-in page, I've collected their email address, and I put them on my email list. And then in my emails, I send them out for 30 days, every day an email, telling them about my story, getting them to actually connect with me, and then telling them about each software, why I built it, and the problems that it actually solved for me and my business, okay? So I think where I've got the most sales from any of the software comes from email marketing. People, from any of those other 6 ways that I've done, the people who didn't actually sign up, they've got added to my email list, and then every day they get emails from me, and then eventually they either buy or don't buy, but that kind of happens on autopilot. All right, and then another way that you can actually do is viral marketing, okay? So you can do viral marketing giveaways with something like UpRival or something like that. So you can look for viral marketing software, and you can essentially, do a giveaway where you're going to give away this software for, for life or for 6 months or for a year or whatever, and you're going to give away, 1 or 2 of them or however many you want to give away. And what ends up happening is people sign up for that giveaway, and then they go share it with their friends, and because the more that they share it, the more chances that they're entered into the actual giveaway. And whenever you're done, you have a big email list. You'll get 100 people or 200 people or 300 people. It just depends on what it is that you're giving away and how active those people are, okay? So not only can you get a lot of opt-ins, but also with those viral giveaways, they typically allow you to do lots of other things, like get people into your chatbot list, have people subscribe to your YouTube videos, have people, like your Facebook page or any of that good stuff. You can ask them to do other actions to get more entries into your contest, okay? So viral giveaways is another option that you have to sell the software, all right? Another option that you have is cold outreach. Okay, I have had success with that. Whenever I first launched Text in Bulk, I would say the first probably 300 users that I got into the platform of Text in Bulk, I got completely from Text in Bulk, doing cold outreach, looking for restaurants, looking for other businesses, marketing firms that I knew could actually use the software and leverage the software, and I would literally just do cold outreach. Now that's a lot more time intensive and labor intensive. I wouldn't really do it anymore. But getting started, I did have success with that. Now, you do obviously have to know how to engage people and how to actually do sales and what it is that you're selling. But all of these are options that you actually have to sell Tier 5 software. Again, I want to give you a disclaimer that I'm not a marketer, so there's probably a lot of other better ways that you can do this other than the ways that I've just mentioned. And probably you already know what they are because you guys are marketers, and I am not. So anyways, I hope that helps in your endeavors of actually selling Tier 5 software. Oh, I forgot one other way, okay? Facebook groups. So that's one other good way. So what's up?
The thing is like we have to clear the place by 4.
So sorry about that. But like I was saying, another way, and this is also a way that I've had pretty good success with, is essentially Facebook groups. So I went into Facebook groups and found, like specifically the ClickFunnels group. I made so many sales from the ClickFunnels group by going into that group, providing value, building up relationships with people, and then messaging people in that group or having people in that group begin to actually follow me because of the value that I provide, or they were curious and interested in me, and actually, seeing the stuff I have to offer and going in to buy it. So that's another huge opportunity that you have, is to go into actually Facebook groups and begin to actually network and begin to provide value with people and get people to actually follow you, or even cold message them. As long as your cold messaging is good, maybe I'll get my buddy Josh Gavin to do a course for us on cold messaging and the way to actually do cold messaging and see results. And I'll include that as a module later down the road here if I can get him to agree with it. I'm sure he probably is. So Facebook groups are another great way for you to go in and actually find people who could actually use the software and begin to build up a relationship with them and network with them, and then obviously get them to purchase the software. I'm sure there's lots of other ways. That you could leverage to actually sell Tier 5 software, but I think that gives you a good start to be able to actually get started today. So just remember, I'm not a marketer.